Welcome back, best friends. You probably clicked on this video to find out more about the new Dork Diary book that is coming out on the 22nd. And first of all, I would like to thank Simon Kids for sending me this book. I enjoyed reading this book so much, and now I'm really sad that I finished this book so fast. Well, at least I get to share it with you guys. And as you all know, the title of this book is Tales from a Not So Best Friend Forever. And I had so much fun reading this book, and I will be sharing some really fun events that happen in this book. So, as I should probably get on to this wonderful dorky book, so stay tuned. Things we know. Welcome back, friends. So before I get started, I just wanted to make sure that you guys have checked out my video of meeting Mrs. Russell and her daughter Nicky Russell. I had a blast meeting them, so if you have not checked it out, then please do. Alright, so getting to this wonderful dorky book, as you all know, the main character of the Dork Diaries series is Nikki, and it turns out that Nikki and her band get to go on tour with the Bad Boys. And the Bad Boys are actually this boy band, and they're so famous. Like, everyone loves them, including Nikki's band. And Nikki and her band get to be the opening act for them. Well, Nikki, Chloe, and Zoe, who are 3 members of the band, are so excited they cannot even control themselves. And Nikki promised that she would not let anyone ruin this amazing experience, especially MacKenzie Hollister. One day, Nikki wanted to go to the mall for shopping, and guess who she runs into? MacKenzie Hollister, and of course her trusty sidekick, Tiffany. Well, Nikki just decided to spy on them, which wasn't really nice, but she found out some terrible news, which is, I am not going to tell you. I enjoyed reading this book so much, and I hope you guys will also get a chance to read this book too. And of course, MacKenzie spots Nikki spying on them, and Nikki has to make this huge deal with MacKenzie. And it turns out to be the worst deal ever. Now, MacKenzie Hollister, who is Nikki's worst enemy, is going to be going on tour with Nikki's band. And it was terrible. And the good thing is that MacKenzie Hollister will not be performing with Nikki's band. Thank God. Well, the day before the tour, Nikki and her best friends decide to go shopping at the mall, and they actually get some really cute outfits for the big tour. Well, after that, many things do happen, which you guys should definitely read on your own. And something else that happened in this book that was so funny and I really wanted to share with you guys is one day Nikki's dad decided he wanted to go to this lake and do the paddle boats with the whole family. So of course, as soon as they reached, they hopped onto the paddle boats and paddled really far onto the lake. And then suddenly, when Nikki and her dad were pedaling and Brianna was singing in the back, Nikki's pedals stopped moving. Well, then she turns over to her dad to let him know, but her dad fell asleep. So she wakes her dad up and tells him that the pedals stopped working. Then when he tried to start pedaling, they weren't moving either. Well, then they found out that something got stuck in the propeller, which is underwater. So then Nikki's dad had to check out what got stuck in the propeller. And then the funniest thing happened, and the worst. Nikki's dad fell into the lake, and the illustration of him falling was so funny. I was laughing like crazy. And then Nikki's dad said, "Don't worry, I'll just swim back to the dock and get some help." Which was a long way to go. And Nikki's dad didn't make it far at all. And now it turns out he's hanging on to a buoy for dear life. And then the next worst thing happened because Nikki fell into the lake. And then comes Brianna. So now all the 3 of them are hanging onto that one buoy for dear life. And it was so funny. The illustrations, guys, that's the best part about reading the Dork Diary books. The illustrations are amazing. So actually, many things do happen over at the lake. I will not spoil if they do get rescued or who they get rescued from. It was amazing reading this book. Well, the main part about this whole Dork Diary book was about the tour with the bad boys. And I had so much fun reading this part, and like, they actually got to go to so many different cities, and by the 8th day, Nikki was exhausted. Well, guess what? MacKenzie Hollister, she actually got chosen to be their social media helper. And that was terrible, because the thing is, MacKenzie didn't do a single thing. All she was doing was going to the mall, going for shopping, going to the spa and getting her nails done, while Nikki and her band worked their butts off. Well, actually, anyway, the first day of the tour was the best, even though Nikki and her band were so nervous. It turns out 50,000 people came just to watch the Bad Boys. None of them knew that Nikki's band were going to be the opening act, so it was going to be like a surprise for them. Well, now Nikki and her band are so nervous because it's their first live performance and 50,000 people are watching them. Well, they actually do it, and it was amazing. So many things do happen, and I had so much fun reading it. I really want you guys to read this book too. And actually, I mean, when you're reading this book on your own, you'll not only enjoy the story, but also the illustrations. Like I said, they're amazing. They were so funny, especially that part from the lake of them falling inside. It was awesome. So actually, when in that video of me meeting Nicky Russell and Mrs. Russell, Nicky Russell did a wonderful, beautiful, dorky illustration of me in the book. Like, she just gave the illustration to me, and it was awesome. I do show the illustration in the picture, in the video, so you guys definitely need to check that video out. I had a blast meeting them, and a blast reading this book, of course. So guys, I hope you do get a chance to read this wonderful book once it publishes, because it's publishing on the 22nd. And if you have not already, then please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell, and share this video with all of your best friends. See you later back on NPStation.